Welcome to The Goblet Wire, a surreal microfiction podcast. Transcripts are available on our website, thegobletwire.card.co. This is episode 6, With All the Love the Sea Could Ever Bleed, written by Justin Hellstrom.
Maldive, this is the third session in a row you've played in the hospital. You should go home and rest.
I can't fish at home.
Just think about it. Flooding you into the dictator. Loading session 23. Please hold.
Time of day, 0630. Mental topography, albatross, psychocurrent, nomadic spring.
Those all sound like travelling, a journey, new things. I don't like it.
The moon is slivered in the morning sky, waning crescent, and detests your reticence to change.
It only detests me because it has no choice. The moon is caged.
Then set it free.
I'll think about it. Tell me, how lovely is the morning in the village today?
Huts and bungalows wrestle with the sounds of tackle, socket wrenches on engine bolts, and wax on old fiberglass hulls. Sail flaps, chicken clucks, a commotion at the center of the quay. But a child, naked on the shore behind your shack, carries a large styrofoam buoy on their back, taking large, burdensome steps, screaming something.
Must be Lil Ruby again. I tried to hear her.
The wind is steady. Your ceiling creaks and whistles. Remember, you declined Ramjack's offer to fix your roof.
He was hitting on me.
The words, they're fleeting. You might not catch them.
4.
A litany of childhood delusion rides on a gust of wind. You're graced with a fragment of sermon. I'm making a new sun. I'm making a new sun.
I scream, I'm making coffee. I'm making coffee.
Your coffee pot explodes.
What? Why?
Screaming activates your molecular intimidation skill, making inanimate matter expand in size, and...
No, stop. I don't care about any of that. I just want to fish, okay? I want to complete morning ritual number 2 and head to see what the fuss is about.
You brush your teeth, adorn your waders and tool belt, water the philodendron monstretta, make toast, eat it on your way around Leroy's bait shack, the stacks of crab traps and smells of seaweed.
Any birds around?
A heron, excreting on a pylon with great force.
Beautiful. What else?
Navigating between loafs of cobblestone, a monkey balances on a unicycle, blindfolded, playing a flute.
I'm not dealing with that. I go on.
Some muted circus coos across the island as a giraffe, on stilts, fords Rosie's fish shack. A key dangles from its neck while the giraffe wobbles, drools, and clacks on. Rosie stumbles out with a gutted dolphin fish in her arms.
I duck under the giraffe and yell to Rosie, put that thing on ice. I'll buy half that beauty from you later.
The fish in her arms reanimates, flops with flayed fillets of meat like a bloodied magic carpet as the tectonics of chemical thunder resound across the island.
I press onto the inlet. What the hell is happening?
The quay's interior lagoon is strewn with a rack of cargo containers and pelagic-grade fish traps, nets for trawling monsters of the deep. A zoo lost at sea has found a new home as zebras and orangutans and elephants with tubas bumble out of the containers. At the center of the disaster, a mythic sailfish entangled in the flotsam, 70 feet long, glittering fuchsia and gold and some forgotten solar tongue.
I look beyond the shore.
Beached upon coral and tropic surf is a cargo ship completely on fire. A second sunrise in the west. It lists spills fuselage and tanks. They explode on contact with the sand, cratering the seascape.
I wade through the mess to the centre of the inlet, scuttle over the wreckage, and climb up the saltfish. I want to look it in the eye.
You trudge through the shallows, past the wake of a rhinoceros as an armless maestro tries to bite it. The debris is webbed, easy enough to traverse. You crawl upon the heaving flank of fish, its scales now a rippling tide of blue, its body craned upward on the wreckage as a tower slide to the sky. Purchase won't be found easily here.
2.
You slip and slice your hand on the razored canvas of its pectoral fin.
I take out my shucking knives to aid in the climb.
Flip the coin.
Heads?
A stubbed blade in each fist. You strike, pull yourself up, along the waterfall of rainbowed flesh. It flexes, bulges sheet-like from each puncture wound, scales radiating in yellow flashes with each stage of your climb, blotting its ocean of body with tiny newborn suns.
I stop at its brow, look into its eye.
The socket is a sunken amphitheater of sclera. The pupil gapes as wide as the hole inside your mother's heart.
How do you know about... No, I'm not playing like that. I'm not asking you a single fucking question about that. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Your words stir awake a violinist impaled along the sailfish's mouth lance. Their powdered wig, salt-caked, indicates the direction of the wind. They pick up their bow. They begin to play.
I speak to the saltfish, not to you, so put the goddamn phone down or headphones or whatever. I don't want you to listen at all, do you understand? Hush now. I'm staring. I'm staring into you with all the love the sea could ever bleed. Listen. I will stay with you here, my darling of the tide. I just wanted to let you know that no one could catch you. Not ever. Not with all the hooks and harpoons ever forged. Not here or beyond the stars.
Distant and groaned, the cargo ship sweats within pillars of steam, glaring in magnesium phosphorescence upon the bow. An albino hippopotamus tilts its head, jaws spread wide, and it tries to swallow the moon.
Session end.
This episode was written by Justin Hellstrom. It starred Frank Voss as Maldive, Cole Burkhart as the operator, and Richard Penner as the dictator. Art by Chandler Candela. Credits music by Oliver Morris. Editing and sound design by Esther Ellis and Justin Hellstrom. Synthscape by Justin Hellstrom. We've partnered with the Apollo Podcast app to create a custom carousel for the Goblet Wire. Go to the Creators of the Goblet Wire section on the front page of their app to quickly subscribe to and download all of the shows our writers have made. Speaking of creators, did you know the writer of this episode has a book? The Tide Will Erase All by Justin Hellstrom is an incredible novel featuring interdimensional blood angels and imaginative apocalypse children and my very favorite old guy. If you ever found yourself up at an ungodly hour watching Adult Swim's Off the Air and thought to yourself, I wonder if there's a book like this, well, there is. It's The Tide Will Erase All. And if you hate reading, the cover art is incredible and will make for an eye-catching unread book on your unread shelf. Follow the link in this episode's description to purchase your very own copy of The Tide Will Erase All. We're taking a break next week. After years of dodging the world's most famous virus, it finally got me, and I need to make up for the lost time. We'll be back with the next episode in 2 weeks, so keep your eyes peeled and tune in. I hope we'll see you there.